So you've served in many positions that have to do with superintendent of an Islamic school, helping out with Islamic schools and the education of the next generation. You also have the secular education in education, right? So you've done your master's in educational leadership. Tell me, how did that education in the university setting of educational leadership help you guide youth and mentor youth in the educational system? But then also, what's the downside? Because some people would say you're learning education at a secular, non-Islamic university, and then you're trying to copy and paste that to an Islamic environment, and you can't. There's no transition between those. So tell me the good and the bad of what you studied and how you tried to pass that on to the younger generation.
Yeah. So the Prophet ﷺ says, "Al-hikmatu dalatul Muslim," that wisdom is the lost commodity of a Muslim. Wherever he finds it, he goes and gets it. So, education systems teaching you what's the best way to teach, best pedagogical practices, best ways to lead, based on various studies and what have you. Alhamdulillah, and having the Islamic knowledge, you can either verify or deny if there's something that goes against the Quran and Sunnah. Other than that, these are systems. Actually, Umar radiallahu anhu, he sent out people to go and learn how to do accounting, how to do certain administrative practices in Persia and other places, as Islam was now growing and now the whole empire to run. So we need to learn certain things that are, what I call it, from al-asbab, like cause and effect, or knowledge of worldly things. We learn it from anybody, as long as we have the Islamic understanding where we can, where if something is contradicting Islam, right? And so those practices help you actually run better schools, better organizations, better programs, structure Islamic studies in a way that's transformative, not just academic. Our problem with most Islamic schools and most education systems is that Islam becomes very academic. It's an exercise. Just learn, memorize, regurgitate, and that's it. But Islam is supposed to be transformative. Islam is something you do and you practice and you do. The Sahaba would learn 10 ayat and stop until they implemented. We don't have a proper system of implementation of the ilm. It's just about getting the degrees, getting those papers and posting it and having those credentials. So our Islamic institutions need to actually look at what Islam was supposed to be and change it to creating that, graduates who want to come and change things for the better. But subhanAllah, most of our institutions, they don't graduate scholars who are going to come and change things. They graduate scholars who understand a lot of fiqh issues and books and different ikhtilaf on aqidah matters of where is Allah's hands, attributes, this and that, the Ash'ariyat, Maturidi, Athari positions of kalam and this and that, and for what we need to actually transform and change the ummah and fight oppression and injustice. A lot of that is not as relevant, right?
Many of them would say we might have the Islamic side, the fiqh, the aqidah, the tafsir, whatever, but we might not have this sort of experience when it comes to transforming the next generation. You, Sheikh Rasul, you perhaps have that side of it with your master's in education and all that good stuff, but you don't have the Islamic side of it. You don't have the iftat degree. You don't have the bachelor's and master's and PhD from Medina or Al-Azhar. So how can you lead the next generation without the requisite level of Islamic knowledge? What would be your response?